I guess. So I watched a video earlier today. It was a satirical piece, I guess. It's on Task and Purpose. And Task and Purpose is one of those like special forces, pro special forces type websites. And they were talking about how they want to get rid of all machine gunners and replace them with HR people. And they were doing this in the, this is all in the background of, you had a Navy SEAL get caught. They're saying that he killed a bunch of people. And the other Navy SEALs lied about it and covered it up, so he's going to get off. You had a couple of Navy SEALs kill a Green Beret and a Marine. A Marine helped them. They killed a Green Beret and covered it up. They're going to get like 1 year each and dishonorable discharge. We just had a case. We have an ongoing thing. This has been going on for a minute where they're openly telling you that you have Navy SEALs using cocaine. Big problem. And I'm not going into detail. You can look it up yourself. It's come out. And now you have this case where this woman, naval personnel, says that the Navy SEAL got raped her. And all the Navy SEALs, all of them turned rank. None of them would cooperate with investigators, and so now they have to leave the area operations. The fact that anybody could look at what I just said and their response is to make a satirical piece or a jokey piece about rape and murder of civilians, I think it really shows you how far America has fallen from our perceived position of moral, I don't want to say moral superiority, but just a position of morality. America has fallen hard and fast. I find nothing funny about this. And the fact that now you have this woman that says she was raped, she's a member of the U.S. Navy, and you have Navy SEALs using cocaine while on duty, while training, while in the duty of this country, and the fact that you have a Green Beret was murdered by Navy SEALs and tried to cover it up, I don't really know what to say. You know what I mean? I guess we've always had this. We've always had My Lai. We've always had Tail Hook. We've always had, situations like this. But when it's so blatant that Navy SEALs cover up for their own, that is the very definition of toxic masculinity. That's the very definition of it. That you think that the response to that is to make jokes about putting the AR person. No, it's not about that. Why don't we deal with why these people think they can do that? See, I'm looking at them more and more, and it reminds me of the SS. When I read those messages between the SEALs, when I'm talking about he's going to go in there and kill the judge and burn up the courtroom, it just reminded me of the SS. Everything about the Nazis. It just did. This attitude of, we run this shit, and anyone who doesn't like it can die. And 10 years ago, they were saying it by people like me, and now they're just like, no, we'll kill the judge. We'll kill the judge and burn up the courtroom. What are they gonna do about it? Fuck, we'll go rape somebody on the ship. What are they gonna do about it? We the Navy SEALs. We the SS. We the elite. That's where we've gone. That's where we've gotten from, to where they're outwardly doing this. And I've said before, you have a president that just is like, yeah, what's the problem with that? I mean, you have people that have been convicted of Trump's going back and pardoning for war crimes. And I think it just shows you that America is not in a position of any kind of moral privilege whatsoever. Whatsoever. And I go back to torturing, I go back to Abu Ghraib, but now it's just so blatant. I think they have to do that. I mean, there have been satire made about these white mass shooters. And I think that's something you have to do to take away from, why are they doing this? Why is this going on now? Why are they using cocaine? Why do they, instead of dealing with that, their response is, oh, well, let's make jokes about it. I I think if I wasn't paying attention, if I was a average sheep, I think it would be funny. But the fact that I'm paying attention to all the stuff going on is not funny. It's a sign of something much more serious going on. America is a boiling cauldron right now. You know, that guy, Timothy McVeigh, was military. The black guy, Michael Xavier, they shot the police in Dallas, he was military. We had a guy recently that shot up a courthouse in Dallas. He'd been military. I don't think Americans realize or care about what happens when you send these folks to war and the consequences it does to their psyche, to their lives, and you're creating a generation of white man shooters. Maybe not all of them, maybe not even 10% of them, but you're going to have folks come back that aren't just drunk driving or beating their wives. They're going to want revenge. They don't pay. They're going to start killing people. That's something I've realized. That's something I realized when Obama was in office. Just the realization of that there's a cost to this. There's a human cost. There's a societal cost. It's a cost we all have as far as using technology, using war, bringing it back home. It's a cost. You know. Peace out.